Hey everybody, happy Wednesday. This is the second video of the day. This is a look ahead to the Sixers and Trailblazers. Can't find my Sixers hat, so I just put an Eagles hat on. The Portland Trailblazers are 10-7, which is fourth in the West. The Sixers are 9-7, which is seventh in the East. And the Sixers do keep going up the power rankings though, because NBA, reading articles and watching on NBA TV and stuff, analysts and officials say they put them that high because they had a pretty tough schedule to start the year and they're still 2 games above 500, and they've looked good and competitive in games against hard teams most of the game until they kind of collapse at the end. But they said that factors in because once they figure out how to end games as a young team, they would do better against those really tough opponents. And the Blazers are a pretty tough opponent. Blazers are 4-2 in the last 6 games versus the Sixers, but granted, the Sixers are a lot different team this year than they were in those past years that most of those 6 games would have been in. Lillard has 24.4 points a game, 5.3 rebounds, 6.2 assists, and about 1.5 steals. Calm has 22.6 points, 4.2 rebounds, and 2.5 assists per game. Murtic, who's going to be guarding Joel some of the time, is 14.3, 1.8 assists, and 7.2 rebounds. And then Noah Vale, however you say his name, has 7.3 rebounds. And if we compare them to the Sixers stats, Simmons has 18.7 points, 9.2 rebounds, 7.6 assists, and 2 steals. He's looked even better, though. Lately, his numbers have been going up, and each game he's been getting far better lately. Embiid has 22.3 points, 3.4 assists, and 10.9 rebounds. Looking on the app, it still says he has a sore knee, but there's no story that says questionable for tonight. So I'm not sure if he is or not, but if he plays, those are his stats. Covington has 16.5 points, 1.5 assists, 5.5 rebounds, and a 47.53 percentage. Redick has 15.5 points, 3.9 assists, 2.9 rebounds, and a 37% from 3. So this will be a pretty tough game against the Blazers for the Sixers, but they should be able to match up well because Embiid is better than any of the big men Portland has. And if Rashawn Holmes can step up, if Embiid's not in, he's stepped up in a few games so far this year where he's got rebounds over people. He's a pretty solid center too. And we just have a big team that should match up well against Portland. Simmons should be able to draw some fouls on some of those guys, and we should be able to spread the ball. And as long as Covington and Redick get going, Redick had a decent game, a good game last game. Covington did not. As long as both of those guys can shoot well from 3, we can spread the floor well and get a lot of open shots and just create shots by spreading the ball like we like to do. As long as we come out and play our normal brand of basketball and don't struggle like we did a little bit last game, but we still persevered and were consistent because we were able to always pull back ahead. If we don't struggle from shooting right away and get going because Trailblazers' strong suit is their shooting, we should be fine and we should be able to win this game. I think it's going to be a close game. I don't think any team should blow the other out, but we need to come out and play strong right away, really pass the ball around, get it down to Embiid when he's on a mismatch, and have him play pepper with their big man because they're not as good as him. And even when Rashawn Holmes is in, you might be able to get it to him over some of their backup big men because they're good at rebounding, decent at defense, but if you get it down low against this team, you should be able to get a kick out because they might collapse. And then if you have Redick, Covington, and even Cabarrot, who's been shooting better from the 3, or Bayless out there, you should be able to get one of those guys open. So I think it'll be a good game tonight for the Sixers. Sixers and Flyers are on tonight. Be watching both of them. I think it'll be a good game. Close game. Have a good day, everyone.